Well, a hot topic right now in Washington is the Trans-Pacific Partnership, otherwise known as TPP. President Obama is pushing hard to get this trade deal done, but there's some pushback from lawmakers saying this deal would ship jobs overseas.
There's a few trade amendments in relation to this, including one to punish countries like China, who they say manipulate its currency. KKCO Washington correspondent Nick Starling has the story.
This is the American dollar. It can be worth more or less depending on the day with other currencies around the world based on market fluctuations. Some in Congress are saying not all countries are playing the same game when it comes to trade. Senator Michael Bennet of Colorado is part of a bipartisan effort to put the hammer down on countries who they say play the trade game unfairly.
You got to play by the rules.
Bennet is trying to beef up enforcement tools to crack down on currency manipulation. He's asking for a level playing field.
China has been manipulating its currency for a long time, which means that it's been keeping the value of its currency low, which allows its producers and manufacturers to have an unfair advantage against our producers and manufacturers.
The amendment from Senator Bennet would block countries that illegally manipulate its currency from participating in future trade agreements. And it would require an evaluation every 6 months using new metrics to make sure they are following the rules.
One of those things you got to do is make sure that your currency floats internationally, that your exchange rate adjusts up and down in the way that the market demands it to do.
Bennet points out almost 100,000 jobs, mostly in manufacturing, that have been lost in Colorado can be directly attributed to China's manipulation. 3 million across the country.
Jobs like the jobs at the steel plant in Pueblo, where we can compete, but we can't compete if we're competing with an unfair set of standards.
China is not part of the TPP. This amendment was passed by the Senate. Now it heads to the House. Reporting in Washington, I'm Nick Starling.
Still ahead.